Okay, we're going to get started in just a little bit. Okay, a couple more seconds, a couple people are jumping on. Okay. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. So good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to get on this call and join me. Let me turn some sound up really quick. I don't hear that and I don't get distracted. Perfect. But yeah, so thank you so much for taking time out tonight to be with me on this training call. I am really, really excited to share what I know about creating a clear vision to help you get to where you want to be so that you can achieve your goals and to help other people to create that vision and to really see it clearly so that they can achieve their goals. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ariana Chedji. I am an independent consultant and executive area manager with Arbonne International. If you are a fellow Arbonne consultant, I'm so excited to be doing business with you. If you are a guest on the line, thank you for checking out this video. And if you are a member of another network marketing company, I am honored to have you watch this training. And I hope that I can give you a little nugget, something to really help grow your business and to help you achieve all of your dreams. So tonight, my focus is really going to be, again, on creating that clear vision so that you know where you're going. So vision can actually be something that some people get confused with because it actually has two definitions. And the first definition is it is the faculty or state of being able to see. So the first part of vision is, right, what you would think that, okay, what's in front of me? What can I see in front of me? But the other part of vision is, and here's the other definition, it is an experience of seeing someone or something in a dream or a trance or as a supernatural apparition. So what the other part of vision is, it's the part that you can't see. It's the part that some people question and they're not as trusting of because they can't physically see it. It's nothing tangible that's in front of them. But what's important to know is that you need to actually be very good at using both parts of vision. In order to achieve your goals, you need to, yes, see things need to be in front of you, but you also have to have the other side to see things before they actually happen. So I know, and I've learned this, I've been doing Arbonne, I've been building my business for a little over 3 years, and my vision was completely different when I first started to where I am now and how it has developed over the years. And my vision continues to grow and it continues to get clear in the parts that I can see and the other things that I can't see. So I want to first talk to you guys about the first part, which are the things that you can see, what is right in front of you. So for whatever goal that you have, and I'm just going to talk in terms of Arbonne. So if your goal is to get into qualification for the next level, or if your goal is to hit a bonus or promote to the next level, whatever that goal is for you, and it doesn't have to be any of those three, it can be anything. You have to write it down, and it has to be something that you can physically see every single day. And what I mean by that, my personal goal for this month is to go into qualification for regional vice president with 45,000 QV. So I can say that, and that's great, but I need something that I can actually see. So one way that I do this is I use Post-it notes. And I have a lot of these posted all over my house. So I have a couple here. So here is my first post note. I hope it's not like backwards on here, but anyways, it says 45,000 by the 30th. And this is going to be something that I look at, and I will do about 5 different post-it notes with different things on them. Region Qual by 5/30/2015. You will sponsor 4 new consultants this month. Be fearless. And I have some others, but where I put these are in the places that I know I'm going to see every single day. So I have one on my bathroom mirror. I have one on my television, because if it's right there on top of my television, then when I look at it, I'll be like, right, that's part of your goal. That's part of your vision. The last thing you need to do is be watching TV right now, because that's a distraction from me achieving my goals. I have it on my refrigerator, because I know I'm going to go in there to get something, right? I got to eat during the day. I have one on my front door, because I've got to go out that door every single day. So they're just in different places around my house that I know that I am going to physically see that day. So I'm physically looking at my goals, and they are right in front of me, because what I see is then feeding my brain, it's feeding my soul, and which is then going to transcend into that other vision that I have to create. So I would recommend that you do that as well. Get as many post-it notes as you can and write down whatever your specific goal is. And you can write it in a couple of different ways with numbers or just the actual title. Put those in the places that you know you're going to physically see every single day. So every single day that you go to those places, you are reminded of what your end goal is, and you have the vision to see it. Another part of my physical vision that I see is I created a dream board. So I'm going to show you my dream board, and sorry if my screen's a little fuzzy, but on my dream board, I have things like ENVP, because I will be an executive national vice president with Arbonne. Walk the stage and train at GTC. I know that I will walk that stage next year as a national vice president. I'm going back to GTC as a nation, and my goal is to train at GTC as well. I also have things like the Mercedes, because at the 3rd level of management in Arbonne, we get a car allowance to buy or lease our own white Mercedes. Different things like vacations. I've got a picture of my husband and I, just because I want to be able to spend as much time with him as we can and with no regrets. I also have my company's vision statement and our mission statement on there as well, just as a good reminder. So this is something that I look at every single day. And what you see on this board are things that have not happened yet, but I know will happen, and they are part of my goals. They are part of what my long-term vision is, but I have to keep it crystal clear. So having these pictures and this visualization helps me to know where I'm going and what will happen. I've heard some amazing stories about not just people in Arbonne, but I mean, so many successful people, about them creating their own vision boards as well. And, years down the road, they looked back and they had everything that was on that vision board, everything that was on there, they were able to see that they had created for themselves. So I would definitely recommend, if you have not created a dream board or a vision board, that you do that. And put it somewhere that you can see every single day, and let that vision board, that dream board, evolve as you start to reach those goals. Then you want to create a new one. It's not like, oh, I reached that goal now. Always have something that you're striving for, so it just keeps that soul in motion. Something else I'm going to recommend, that visualization, that physical visualization that you're going to see. And I didn't take them down, but I have different sayings all around my house, and they're positive sayings. you know, things in picture frames and, you know, just different things I bought at the store. Some say like follow your dream, or start each day with a grateful heart. And they're just placed all around my house. That way I'm creating a positive environment for myself so that I visually see that positivity and I'm creating a positive atmosphere around myself. So, you know, look around your environment in the space that you are in. So if you are working another full-time job, let's say you're sitting at a desk at a cubicle, you know, you may feel some negative, you know, tension in that space, or, you know, because it's maybe not somewhere that you want to be. So fill that space with positivity, and also fill that space with your goals of what you want to create from your business. Around your house, the same thing. I mean, it works really great for me to see those. And I've had quite a few people, you know, visitors coming to my home, and they've said, wow, I love all these sayings. It's so positive and all that. And I literally have something in every room. That way we've got positive energy going, because that is, again, feeding my mind and feeding my soul. So first thing that you definitely want to do, again, is you want to create a positive environment. The other thing you want to do is you want to write down on your sticky notes what your physical goals are. And you also want to create a dream or a vision board. So let's shift over into that second part of vision, which is the part that we can't see. And this has been probably one of the hardest things for me to really, and I don't want to say I've mastered it, because I know I'm going to continue to be better at it, but it was a struggle for me to really kind of tap into that part of not being able to see that clear vision. So if you would, I want to do an exercise with you really quick. I'd like you to close your eyes. And when you're closing your eyes, I want you, and I'm going to use the Mercedes one just for all the Arbonne ones you can visualize. So if you are closing your eyes right now, I want you to visualize yourself sitting in whatever model Mercedes that you want. For me, it is the ML350 with tan interior, and I've got a wood steering wheel. Right? I can see myself holding that steering wheel. I can see that tan interior, okay? Now I'm gonna put my arms out and hold the steering wheel, okay? And I know this might feel really funny and really crazy right now, right? Now I'm gonna see myself driving down the roads that I drive down every single day in my car, right? And I'm gonna drive by some of those, I don't know, clients who never reordered Arbonne products, or those people that were negative and gave me no's. I'm driving by their house. I can see their face. Hi, beep, beep, right? So I could probably go on and on and on, but literally I take about 5 minutes every single day. I close my eyes and I visualize myself in the car driving down these roads, right? But I also do different visualizations. I close my eyes and I see myself walking on that stage at GTC in front of 18, 20,000 people, waving to my team, hearing their cheers. I see myself training on the stage at GTC. I see myself earning MVP challenge trips and traveling all over the world. I see these things right here because I create them in my mind. I close my eyes and I make that picture happen. You know, you are the artist. You can paint that picture and you can create that vision for what you want. This exercise has been huge for me in really shifting my purpose and really shifting that vision for myself. So I would encourage you to do this every day for at least 5 minutes a day. And it does take a little bit of practice. And again, it does sometimes feel really, really weird and really strange. But once you do it every day, then it doesn't. And it just seems like second nature to you. So you want to do that. The other thing that you want to do is I would recommend, so creating that crystal clear vision of what it hasn't become yet, right? Write it down for yourself and read it every single day. That way you're programming your mind and you're programming that vision. So again, it's something that you can't see, but you are programming your mind to be able to see it. And one of the other things that you want to do with painting that vision, that crystal clear vision, it's not just for yourself, but it's for other people. So if you are married and you have a spouse, if you have children, if you are single, but maybe you're living with your parents, or you have friends, roommates, whoever it is that is in your immediate circle or the people that you see, you need to paint the vision for them, because if they're not in business with you, they may not see it, right? They may not get it, what we're doing. They can only see it for, oh, he or she, you're only, you're selling products. When we know that it's so much more than that. But we have to paint the vision. So sit these people down, the people that are important to you, that you need their support. And you want to paint that vision for them just like you would for yourself, and tell them where you're going and tell them what that plan looks like. By the end of the year, I will be a regional vice president, or, in 5 years, I plan to be, a top 20 income earner, and I have a team of this size, and we're traveling here. You want to have those conversations so that you're painting it clearly for them. And the other reason you want to paint it clearly is, how can they support you if they don't know where you're going? Because, it's the same thing with you trying to get a new team for yourself as well. Is, how do you expect people to join you? How do you expect people to follow you because you are the leader if they don't know where you're going? If you just say, join my team, it's great, it's awesome, it's like, okay, but why is it awesome? They want to know that you know where you're going, and that they have a leader in you, and that you can paint for them clearly what that roadmap looks like for them to be a part of your team. So when I'm doing a presentation in front of people, or I'm doing a one-on-one, I tell them exactly where I am going, and I tell them exactly what my goals are, and that if they want to be a part of it, that is what it looks like for them. Because the clearer I paint it for them, the better understanding they will have of what that partnership looks like. But that's also part of the duplication process, because when they hear how clear my vision is, then they can start to create their clear vision of where they're going to be going. So, with that, you now have the two different tools of what that vision looks like, right? And, you've got the physical, and then you have the dream, right? The one that you have to manifest. So as part of that, this is just another tool that's going to help you to create that positive vision, is your personal growth. And personal growth is a big tool. It is a very big factor in helping you to manifest that positive goal, but it's also going to help you to create the belief that that goal is going to become a reality. If you're surrounding yourself, like if you say your goal, like, oh, I plan to be an executive national vice president with Arbonne, and then after you say it, if you don't believe it, if you think, oh my gosh, but can that really happen to me? Then you've literally just killed your vision, and you've literally just killed the chance of that really happening. So when you have these visions and you are saying these things, you need to believe it deep down that there is no other option but that vision to come true. I love this quote by Walt Disney, and he said, if you can dream it, you can do it. And that is so the truth. I mean, so many people probably thought that he was crazy, and that he, had no idea what he was talking about, and none of that could ever happen, right? But look at where we are today, and look at what he's created for us. That's what you have to be. You have to be your own Walt Disney. You have to be that person who creates something so out of this world that no one would believe you, but then you actually do it because you believe that you can do it. The next thing that you have to do is, so having that vision is great, believing it is great, but then you have to execute it. And that's really a big part of it, because, and for a long time, I really said to myself, I really believe, deep down into my core, and I'm doing all the visualizations, but why is nothing happening, right? I just expected, one morning to wake up and all of a sudden I would have this massive team and all these people are knocking on my door to get the products. That's only one piece of it. The other part of that vision is executing the vision, as far as you have to do the activity that that you have to do for your business. So with Arbonne, that means you have to hand out the kits, right? You have to do the do. You have to talk to people about this business and go sit down with them one-on-one and share the gift that we have. That's Arbonne. So our system, so I don't need to go into a whole systems training, but you have to execute the tasks that are needed to make that vision become a reality. You have to walk the walk and talk the talk, right? Or else it doesn't happen. The last thing I want to talk to you about is really about all the different puzzle pieces that it takes that equals an ENVP with Arbonne, or the top of the company, or whatever your top goal is, or what I have realized over the last three years. There are so many, if you kind of break up an ENVP, you can break them up into, let's say, 4 quadrants of the things that they are doing on a consistent basis. And one of those things is they're doing the personal activity. They're doing the sponsoring. They're doing the handing out the kits, the presentations, right? That's one part of it. The other part that they're doing is they're doing personal growth. The other thing they're doing is they are creating a clear vision and they are painting it. And the other thing that they're doing is they are plugging in. So the recipe for ENVP is doing all those 4 things. And I know I'm not an ENVP yet, but I know that they are all doing these things. If you are missing one of these quadrants, one of these key elements, then it doesn't equal ENVP. It doesn't equal that end result or that end goal for yourself. And you have to do these on a consistent basis. So for me, my journey, what it's looked like is I'm learning to do all 4 of these, but they've come at different stages for me. So in the beginning, I was a rock star at activity, but it doesn't just take activity to make that next promotion or the next goal, right? And then I started really applying all the plugging in, not just to meetings, but with calls and you know, going to different training events like GTC and the area retreat, right? All these different things I started plugging in. So now I've got 2 pieces. I'm doing activity and I'm plugging in, but that's not the whole pie. That's not everything, right? Then I had to create that crystal clear vision, and I had to really believe that vision, right? So I am now putting all these, you know, pieces in there. The personal growth is probably the biggest thorn in my side. I just did not want to do it. I didn't see the point, and then the last year I really had to like buckle down and bite my tongue and do it. And what a difference personal growth has made. So that's the one thing you have to know. Even though some things might feel weird and you're not comfortable doing them, step out of your comfort zone and know that doing these 4 things are going to help you to achieve those goals. But even though you don't have the title yet, like I don't have the title yet, I'm going to act like an MVP. I'm going to talk like an MVP, and I'm going to sponsor like an MVP, and I'm going to paint the vision like an MVP because I know that I will be. I don't necessarily have to have a time, you know, frame on it. It may not happen when I want it to happen, but I have a goal and I have a vision for what I'm going to create. And I know that the people that join me, I'm going to help them to create a vision and help them to achieve whatever their goal is in life. So I want to thank you for taking the time to be with me tonight and hear this training. And I know that I shared a lot of different tips with you. And if you have a question about anything, you can send me a text, you can send me a Facebook message or an email. I'd be more than happy to connect with you personally and share a little bit about what I know with you. So again, thank you so much. Go out create your crystal clear vision. And I can't wait to celebrate all your success. Thanks, guys.